Hey everyone, I'm Kim, and welcome to The Brave Bookshelf, the podcast where we explore the stories that help kids and teens tackle life's toughest topics. If you're a teacher, counselor, librarian, parent, or just someone who believes books can spark big conversations, you're in the right place. Grab a cozy seat, maybe a snack, definitely a book, and let's dig into today's Brave Read. Hello and welcome back to the Brave Bookshelf, the podcast where we spotlight books that take risks, spark curiosity, and remind us why middle grade literature is doing some of the most exciting work in publishing right now. I'm your host, Kim Bartosch, author, book reviewer, educator, and someone who firmly believes that middle grade books are not practice novels. They are the novels that shape lifelong readers. Today's episode is the most anticipated middle grade books roundup, featuring upcoming and recent releases from Simon Schuster and its imprints, including Aladdin and Salaam Reads. These are books I'm excited about as a reader, a reviewer, and someone who thinks deeply about what we're putting into school libraries and classrooms. All right, let's dive in. Let's start with one that has my whole attention, and that is The Aftermath by Tracy Wolff. It is the imprint of Aladdin, and its release date is February 3rd, 2026. The Aftermyth is set in an academy-style world with distinct halls, each one tied to mythology, identity, and challenge. And honestly, I love an academic setting done well. The hall feels intentional, meaningful, and layered. And Athena Hall in particular, I would absolutely want to live there alongside Penelope, who really wants to be there as well. But I don't want to say too much. What really stood out to me is how clearly the author defines the characteristics and struggles of each hall. This isn't just a cool backdrop. It's a framework for growth, rivalry, and self-discovery. If your middle grader loves Greek mythology, Percy Jackson, or stories where setting feels like a character in its own right, this is a must-read title. One additional note for educators and librarians, Simon Schuster includes a reading group guide for this book, making it a great option for classrooms, book clubs, or school-wide reads. And I provided this link in my description below. Thoughtful, mysterious, and original, this one earns its anticipation. So the next book on my list is Hurricane Heist by James Ponti. Its release date was September 2nd, 2025, and it's part of the Sherlock Society. And I haven't read Hurricane Heist yet. I'm guilty. But I have read the first book in the Sherlock Society. And that's why this one is firmly on my anticipated list. James Ponti knows how to write middle grade mysteries that are smart, fast-paced, and genuinely suspenseful without talking down to his readers. The first book delivered intrigue, clever twist, and a cast of characters you want to follow into danger, preferably with a flashlight and a notebook. If Hurricane Heist follows in those footsteps, and I have every reason to believe it will, readers can expect mystery, thrills, and that satisfying feel of trying to solve the puzzle right alongside the characters. This is a strong pick for readers who love clever mysteries, fast pacing, team-based problem solving, and honestly, Ponti has earned my trust as a middle grade storyteller. And with that said, the next one is Europa by James Ponti. The release date is February 10th, 2026. And it's part of the City Spies series. And if you listened or if you have read any of my reviews from my former blog, then you already know I love the City Spies series. These books are fun, they're fast, suspenseful, and packed with edge of your seat moments, but they're also character driven in a way that keeps you emotionally invested. I haven't read Europia yet, but at this point, James Ponti has a proven track record. Each installment raises the stakes, deepens the team dynamics, and delivers twists that feel earned rather than gimmicky. This story is perfect for readers who want spy thrillers without gratuitous violence, found family dynamics, high tension balanced with heart. I fully expect Europa to deliver and to keep kids reading well past bedtime. Maysoon Zaid, The Girl Who Can by Seema Yasmin. And this is Salaam Reads, Simon Schuster's books for young readers. Its release date is February 10th, 2026, and it's part of the Muslim Mavericks series. And this one deserves a special spotlight. Maysoon Zaid, The Girl Who Can, is a beautiful, empowered story about overcoming obstacles and being more than your disability. It's an underdog story in the best sense, honest, hopeful, and deeply human. This story is nonfiction, and I love this book. It celebrates perseverance without sugarcoating challenges, and it introduces young readers to a real-life comedian who is not only talented, but genuinely funny. Representation here matters, not just in terms of disability, but in showing kids that success doesn't look one way. This is, in my opinion, a must-have for school libraries and for every child out there. It's the kind of book that opens conversations, builds empathy, and quietly tells readers, you belong. So middle grade publishing continues to impress me, especially when it blends strong storytelling with meaningful representation and respect for young readers' intelligence. These upcoming titles from Simon & Schuster and its imprints offers mythology and mystery, thrills and teamwork, real-life inspiration, and stories that meet kids where they are without underestimating them. Whether you're a parent, teacher, librarian, or just someone who loves great kid lit, these are books worth putting on your radar. That's it for today's episode of The Brave Bookshelf. If you enjoyed this roundup, be sure to subscribe, share the episode, and let me know which middle grade books you're most excited about. Until next time, keep reading bravely, and I'll see you back at the bookshelf. Thanks for spending time with me on The Brave Bookshelf. If today's episode helped you or gave you a few new ideas, be sure to follow the show and share it with a fellow book lover or child professional. You can find more Brave Reads, discussion guides, and resources at kimbartosch.com. Until next time, keep reading, keep talking, and keep being brave.